to UH Uncut, highlighting all that's happening at the University of Houston. I'm Gaby Peraza.
I'm Uncut Summer.
And I'm Faith Alford. Spring 2016 was a historic semester for the university.
The Phi Beta Kappa Honor Society inducted its very first class of students into the new chapter at UH.
The Republican Party brought the first ever presidential debate to campus.
Us as a community, especially as students, should really feel honored to be able to have the opportunity to witness something like this.
And the football team won the first major ball in 35 years.
Look around you. Cougar Nation is back.
In March, UH added to its Tier 1 reputation by installing a chapter of the prestigious Phi Beta Kappa Honor Society, inducting 81 students to the first class.
This has been the work of many generations of Houston Cougars, students, faculty, staff, alumni, all building toward the excellence that the university represents now.
It's a rigorous process, and the society doesn't just give this out to anyone. They really put you through the paces to be sure that you're committed to it and to be sure that the institution is the right institution. So it feels all the better when it comes to an end because it was such hard work to make it happen.
I declare you members of Phi Beta Kappa and welcome you as members of the nation's most prestigious academic honor society.
What I found so amazing is that this started in 1776, and now the University of Houston gets to be a part of it.
We are actually the inaugural class of Phi Beta Kappa here at U of H, so it's really awesome to be like part of something fresh and something new for the university.
Christopher Wong, Katie Wyan, Jacob Wagner, Crystal Vasquez.
Us getting a Phi Beta Kappa with the history that we have had, with the demographics that we've had, with the mission that we have, I think it speaks volume not just for us, but also for the future of higher education in America. And that's what we have proven here, because we are what American universities are going to be in 25 years.
About 10% of arts and sciences undergraduates will be inducted into Phi Beta Kappa each year.
A team of students from the College of Technology worked on an out-of-this-world senior design project, joining with NASA to help astronauts on future missions to outer space.
Houston, we're solving problems. Students from the University of Houston College of Technology refurbished a vacuum chamber at NASA that will be used by the space program to test materials in extreme heat and extreme cold.
I think it's almost a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. What college student can say they got to work on a project at NASA?
The refurbishing was Team VacuTherm's senior design project for the College of Technology, and the vacuum chamber can heat or cool materials to 250 degrees above or below Fahrenheit.
They do use bigger chambers to test larger equipment, and the reason why this would be a good equipment for them to have is because they could take components from that and test them here on a smaller scale, which would be more efficient. It'll save time, it'll be less costly to do, so it's a great asset.
The students presented the finished project to NASA, and now it will be used to help with space exploration.
You know, being able to say we worked on a project at NASA, we finished it, and then that piece of equipment that we built is being used almost daily to test stuff is quite an accomplishment.
The vacuum chamber project is paving the way for future partnerships between the College of Technology and NASA.
The eyes of the nation were on UH in February when 5 Republican presidential candidates took the stage at Moore's Opera House for the last GOP debate before the crucial Super Tuesday primaries.
I feel like it's shedding a really good light on the campus and the university.
They are political science professors here at the University of Houston.
Us as a community, especially as students, should really feel honored to be able to have the opportunity to witness something like this.
It's a great experience, great time to be a U of H student, obviously.
I was overwhelmed walking in. This is definitely a very unique experience I got offered. It's really putting our name on the map.
It gave universities such an incredible national, regional, local exposure. It was everything I had hoped for and even more.
CNN wasn't the only live broadcast from campus that night. Students from the Valenti School of Communication hosted live cut-ins during the commercial breaks, featuring interviews and a behind-the-scenes look at student groups live tweeting and conducting interactive polls.
When you learn something in a classroom, you only know it in that classroom format, but this is like a real-world situation that you get to apply it.
We want our students to experience what it's like to be in the real world, because those are the things that get us jobs, and then once they get a job, make sure they're successful because they've already done this.
The live cut-ins were broadcast at the campus watch party in the Student Center Theater.
UH students are designing the houses of the future. A competition sponsored by Direct Energy challenged groups to design affordable, energy-efficient homes for underserved neighborhoods.
The primary source of energy consumption is your heater and your AC system.
An ambitious challenge to change how people live led to some innovative ideas from University of Houston students.
Affordable housing and energy efficiency are real problems and issues in society today, and being able to engage the U of H students on something as exciting as this was outstanding.
UH Energy, along with Direct Energy, teamed up to challenge students from UH to design an 800 square foot, 2-bedroom house that costs less than $80,000 to build and has monthly utility bills under $25.
So they're bringing fresh ideas, fresh perspectives, creativity, and we're engaging the leaders of tomorrow.
5 teams composed of students from different colleges offered inventive solutions, including installing solar panels and catching rainwater to supplement the public water system.
It really makes everything very realistic and really practical, because we do want this house to be built in the real world, so that was our main goal.
The students went beyond just designing energy-efficient homes. They're also trying to change how people consume energy.
We included more than 100 tips for the homeowner to implement to their routine and see what little, and they're all very small changes that they can do in their routine that will save a lot of energy.
Now the plan is to build a group of these homes in Houston's 3rd Ward.
I think that's great because especially since we're focusing on inexpensive housing, it's almost like a showroom of what they could do in their own home.
When we come back, an out-of-this-world university-wide commencement address. And strokes of genius, how an internationally famous artist has left his mark on the UH campus for years to come. But first, see if you can answer this UH trivia question. The answer is up right after the break.
To discover your power, you have to innovate, inspire, be up for the challenge, have the drive to achieve and the vision to transform. To unleash your power, boldly forge ahead to a place where nothing holds you back. This is the University of Houston. Welcome to the Powerhouse.
Apply for Bauer in DC because it's going to change your life.
Every day was a new experience. I was 20 years old, my first internship.
When are you going to get this chance again? It was truly beautiful and amazing.
Welcome back to UH Uncut. Captain Scott Kelly learned a lot during his record-breaking year in space, and the retired astronaut shared some of those lessons during a memorable university-wide commencement in May.
Tonight, you are graduating from a very special university, a university that you have transformed during your stay here.
Please hang your diploma nice and high in your office so that all the Aggies, Longhorns, Bears, and Owls that work for you can see where you went to school.
Please join me in welcoming a true American hero, Captain Scott Kelly.
Records are made to be broken because it's in our DNA of our great country to explore, and we must never stop. We must lead, we must learn, we must discover, and I know that you will all help us do that.
You may now turn your class ring and move your tassel from right to the left.
More than 9,500 U of H students received degrees this year, representing 46 states and 84 countries.
Arte Publico Press reached a major milestone this year. The nation's oldest publisher of contemporary and recovered Hispanic literature is celebrating its 35th anniversary. Arte Publico was founded at the University of Houston by Nicolás Camelos in 1979 and has grown into the largest publisher of Latino works in the country.
The goal was to provide a vehicle for Latino writers across the country to get their works published and circulated. Most of the Latino writers that have succeeded in the world of literature and commercial publishing have come through Arte Publico Press.
Arte Publico Press has published over 600 books in its 35 years.
One of the world's most famous muralists left his mark on the University of Houston this spring. Seed, who uses a mixture of calligraphy and graffiti, painted this mural on the side of the Graduate College of Social Work during the Countercurrent Festival.
It's a mix of Arabic calligraphy and graffiti. I took a quote from Sam Houston, that I translated into Arabic and that I put with my style of calligraphy into this one. The quote says, "Knowledge is the food of the genius, and oh my son, don't miss any opportunity to treasure up knowledge." I always try to pick up something that is relevant to the place where I'm painting, and we are in the middle of Houston, so I wanted to connect, my work into the community here. I think, it will just show that you can bring culture together, I take something from my culture and I take something from Houston history and I merge them together, and this is the result behind me. Just come check out this piece of art, and hopefully everybody gonna like it.
The mural is planned to stay on the building for the next 2 years, so come by and check it out.
There's another new addition to campus not far from the Graduate College of Social Work. The Office of Sustainability just finished planting Shasta's Prairie, a pocket prairie designed to return part of the landscape to its natural state by planting native flowers and grasses.
The more habitat that we have, we're decreasing the urban heat island effect, so we can have cooler temperatures in Houston. We're decreasing stormwater runoff, which is on a lot of Houstonians' minds right now with the floods we've been having this last year. So there are a lot of really great benefits of having habitat.
There are plans to build 2 more pocket prairies on campus in the near future.
UH theater and dance students are soaring to new heights, thanks to the UH Aerial Laboratory, which explores high-flying choreography for states.
There are fights, there are dances, and the play stands alone in that sort of campy, hey, we're just having fun here way. And it was our sort of take on it that we wanted to up our game a little bit and get something that people hadn't seen before. And when we're dealing with magical creatures, they fly, they do things that perhaps are a little more unexpected, and that is That is part of what this new aerial apparatus helps us do. It's scary at an academic level. You take somebody off the ground and there is a whole new set of concerns. It's out of a lot of people's comfort zones, but we've got a great team and all the students have been very professional about it. And as you say, it's become ubiquitous. The flying work is in film, it's in television, it's in commercials. The opportunity to get students in the air, to get them thinking in a different way about how we can fill that space is just a great opportunity for us.
You can bet you'll be seeing even more aerial action from the UH theater and dance students in the near future.
When we come back, Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner looks back on his time spent at UH.
And living on the, I want to say it was the 3rd floor at Moody Tower. Just some fantastic days on the campus of the University of Houston.
At the University of Houston, we are scholars, entrepreneurs, global citizens. We're not just the University of Houston. We're Houston's university.
This is amazing!
$155,000 University of Houston alumni live and work right here in Houston. In fact, one of our own runs the city. UH alum and Mayor Sylvester Turner recently took some time to talk about his time at UH and how the city and the university are working together.
I've often said that as go University of Houston, so goes the City of Houston. As go the City of Houston, so goes University of Houston. University of Houston is now a Tier 1 institution. This is the 4th largest city, soon to be the 3rd. And to have a Tier 1 institution like University of Houston within the city limits of the 4th largest city is a major asset. When I've been on the campus and I've walked the campus recently, the library has been remodeled and first class. The Cougar Den, man, the new stadium being right there on the campus. The athletic program is doing extremely well. Academically, the school is right there. So there are many positive things that are happening. But what I would say to students that are attending University of Houston, you're not just at an institution that's local in nature. You're at a national, international institution. Academically, University of Houston is strong. Athletically, it's strong and getting even stronger. It's a beautiful campus. I sit here, for example, as the mayor of the 4th largest city in the country, soon to be the 3rd. I'm a product of University of Houston, and I'm extremely proud. But for University of Houston, I may not be sitting where I sit today. And so for that, I wish the University of Houston well, and then I say go Cougs.
Cougar alumni have a presence all over the city. One graduate of the C.T. Bauer College of Business is taking the radio industry by storm.
It is 104.1 KRBE, and yes, we do have your access to Ed Sheeran at B.
My name is Freddy Cruz. I graduated from Bauer College at U of H in 2001 with a degree in marketing. I am on-air personality, 10 to 1, during the day on KRBE, the best radio station ever, period.
KRBE, hi.
I was wondering if I could request She's Kinda Hot by Untitled Summer.
Yeah.
Right now, I think is a great time to be a KRBE DJ or any top 40 radio DJ. I've been here since 2005, so this is going on a decade, and I love it. Typical day at KRBE begins with me getting in about 8:30, 8:45, show prepping, going through some of the YouTube videos, finding out what's gone viral. I play a lot of music. It's a music-intense show. When I can, I talk about food, preferably deep-fried, stuffed with cheese. I map out my show, make sure that all the breaks are doing something that are engaging. We have 1,400,000 listeners every week that tune into KRBE, and so I want to make sure that I'm delivering the best content that I can possibly deliver to them.
Start every morning with the new season of KRBE's Rula and Ryan Show.
The coolest part of my job. It's gonna sound like a cop-out, but I get so excited to share really cool stuff with my listeners, and they talk about how much they love your radio station. It never gets old. It really doesn't. What makes me proud to be a Cougar, I love that people from all over the world come to U of H, from all walks of life, and it all happens so naturally. Nothing's forced.
For more profiles of Bauer alumni, check out the Bauer College of Business YouTube channel.
Campus is booming with new buildings and constructions. Men's and women's basketball recently opened a brand new 53,000 square foot development facility.
You know, in today's day and age and how you market to young men and women, young student athletes, prospective student athletes, the facilities are such a big piece of the puzzle. The next generation that's coming is very visual. They want to see and touch and feel. They want to know where they're going to spend the next 4 to 5 years of their life. So having modern and up-to-date and state-of-the-art locker rooms and team lounges and nutrition centers, strength and conditioning centers, all of those places where a student athlete is going to spend a good deal of their day, 7 days a week.
We have the A+ facilities, I think, in the country. The nuts and bolts of our facilities, especially the second floor for our student athletes, is incredible. Every day I walk in here, it's just a blessing. Now we can compete with these schools to keep our local kids at home. Before, there was no reason for them to stay other than they just wanted to stay close to home.
The other piece of the facility infrastructure is very important is our fan base. Our fans want to have a great experience whenever they walk into any of our venues. So to have venues that are state-of-the-art, where we have club seats and the loge boxes and the suites and all the premium amenities that our fans have come to expect here in the professional sports market that we live in here in the city of Houston. It's very important for us to have the state-of-the-art first-class facilities for our fans as well.
With these new facilities, we're recruiting better and better players. And with better players, now we raise our expectation level. We want to win championships.
The Guy V. Lewis Center is just the latest in many capital improvements for athletics.
Across campus, you'll see even more construction. In the spring, the groundbreaking ceremony was held for the state-of-the-art Health and Biomedical Sciences Building 2. The 9-story, 300,000 square foot facility is the next phase in U of H's biomedical district.
This facility that you see under construction behind me will provide a state-of-the-art infrastructure, something we've needed for quite a long time here.
This new home for our College of Pharmacy will allow our faculty and staff to educate and train the next generation of patient care providers using the latest pedagogical methods.
Thanks for joining us for UH Uncut.
To keep up with the latest news from the University of Houston, make sure to go to uh.edu.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. We leave you with sights and sounds of last year.
Go Cougs!
That
spot.